This week on the podcast Pivot Point, we take you all the way to Bulawayo. Remember, this podcast is not just about us having conversations with entrepreneurs. It's also about getting into their industry, their trade, understanding how they do it, and we have the conversations with something that is visual and tangible. This week, we are in Bulawayo with the Mpembas, who are running Retreat Lodge. They have created what is known as legacy entrepreneurship. But let's get more details from their story.
Okay, thank you, Rumbi. You know what? This business just came up more like by accident, because when we got this place, we had two gates, so we were supposed to use the gate on the other side of the road, but we chose to use the one that comes through Matopos Road. So as a result, coming through, one would see the back of the house, the bedrooms mainly, and the servants' quarters. So with time and through exposure, we then realized that no, something is wrong here. So what do we do? So we decided, no, let's get some quarters for the gardener, and then we work on his quarters and maybe make it something which is better, so that as we drive through, there's something good to look at. But then my husband then said, no, you know what, I've got a vision. There are chalets that we saw in Messina, and it always said one day we would need to have this, at our place. So I then said, okay, I support that. So that's how we started. So number one of the units is actually, ex-servants' quarters, and then of course with time we started adding more and adding more. So we had always been in business, and we thought, why not try hospitality? And now we're sitting on 32 rooms, and we didn't even dream we would go this big. Mm-hmm. Well, the first thing I could say is we travel a lot, and as we travel, obviously, we are exposed and we see so many different things in different places, in different countries, in different cities. So every time that we visit, we look at what is it that we can import and come and probably try it at the retreat lodge. And also, I've always wanted to be comfortable. We work to be comfortable, to eat nicely, to stay healthy, and to be in a comfortable space. So we've said, if we can be comfortable, why not for the guests? So that is one other thing that inspired me to say, look, or rather I should say inspires me to say, look, whatever nice we can get for our guests, the better. So that is the whole reason as to why we try to make the place as comfortable, the rooms as comfortable as possible, and try to maintain our rooms and our space so that we are always up to standard with everything that would make it, comfortable for our guests when they come to visit. Well, the motto here is that we work as a team. Even when we greet, even if it's a small message on the staff group, it starts with team. Good morning, team. Good day, team. Team, please beware of the following. And also training. We expose our staff to training, customer care service, because we realize that not every one of them is some hospitality background. It's not everyone that has gone through the training, to attain the qualifications to work in this industry. Because working in a hospitality industry requires one that is outgoing. You need to like people, you need to be able to associate with people, you need to be outgoing. So training has also assisted, but generally we've just been lucky, let me say, that we have got staff that really have their work at heart, that really like to work with people. They are outgoing. They also have their own attributes. But us staying here together with my husband and associating with them most of the time, I think they get to see also what we do, because we also have friends and family that visit because we stay here. And I also run consultants and my clients come here. So it's like, we get to do the same things. They also see how I greet my clients. I also see how they greet clients. And the training, like I said, that, they go through training and realize that in this industry, you have to like people. You cannot be in the hospitality industry and sulk. No. You have to like people, talk to people, smile to people, and it has to be natural. So we are excited that we have a very good team that actually goes beyond the expectations that we have. And yes, for sure, they are really doing a good job. Okay, we normally work with corporate, and obviously when guests come here and they compliment how good our place is, they'll always say, we want to come back with our family. But we'd already envisaged it that, we want to balance and not just make it commercial. We also want to include families and also take care of them. Like for instance, during the festive season, we get guests that drive through Bulawayo, going to Vic Falls, for instance, and they want to, to stop by, rest, and then continue with their journey. So it then becomes very convenient for them because they will be traveling with family. We also get people that go to Matopos and they come with family. And obviously, our family unit and the twin rooms would actually suit them better. So we just decided as we were planning that we needed to balance and take care of such. We also have instances, for example, where you get someone gets transferred, and they come with their family before they can acquire accommodation of their own. The company may say, look, go find a place where you can stay comfortably with your family. So that has become very handy. But as we were planning, it was just like, why don't we have a family room, as we call it? Why don't we have twin rooms? Because some have adult children, and when they visit and come with them, it becomes very convenient to accommodate them in the particular rooms. Okay, that's actually something that I do, something that I love doing, because I'm someone that believes in positive thinking. I am someone that motivates people. I do motivational talks to certain groups. So it's out of that I realize that I think it's important, because people that come here come for different reasons. Some are even coming for business, but in their minds, they have things that they are thinking about. And so I just thought, why not do that and have something that someone can take away? I'm one person that I read a lot. I have a small library of my own, and I have a motto that every day I must learn something, either through reading or listening or talking to someone else, So I felt that can be a message that one can take away, because when they come and they read, and we've now learned to in fact, coming from the staff, to rotate so that those guests that prefer certain rooms, we don't want them to continue seeing the same message. So we rotate and we say, look, if you're in number 15 and there's this message, next time you come, you find a different message waiting. So that's how it has all come about. It's just to motivate our guests and just stand out to be different. Yeah, that's what I can say. Yeah, I'm excited to share on that and say that we've had diplomats coming, staying here. We've had tourists coming from different countries coming and staying here. We've had board members of different organizations coming and staying here and liking it and wanting to come back. We now have long-standing clients, guests that come here from big companies. And that shows we're doing a good job, and we've always wanted to treat them as family, that's why we say when you're at retreat, you are family. We stay here with my husband. We have 2 grown-up adult daughters, but they don't stay in Zim. So I cook at times, and I would always say, look, I think please give to any guests. When I do my signature dishes, I will always say, look, I'm going to cook a bit extra, and then please pass it on to guests. So that's how it has been. It is given us repeat business, and we are blessed to have had that, and we are thankful for all the business that we get. So we have had big, offices coming and staying here. And because of that, it's showing that, look, our standards are good, and would want to maintain that, and if it was possible, to continue improving every day.